Hey guys, it's me, Squiggles, and it's my turn this week to make a video. So sit back and enjoy the ride, because
it's going to be a bumpy ride.
Well, maybe not that bumpy. So, I'm going to start us off by talking a little bit about myself. My real name is Francisco. I'm 21, and I live in Florida, where it's always sunny and windy and near the beach. Some of you may think it's a little bit like this. Well, just totally what out here. I am another mojito, but in reality, it's actually a little bit more like this. Oh, God. That's my basic information. That's my Harry Potter cluster. Yeah. Okay, now it's time for some questions. So, our first question comes from Bella of Slytherin Town. What's your favorite thing about Harry Potter and why? My favorite thing about Harry Potter has to be not anything from the books at all, but the fact that it has encouraged a lot of kids to read, which I personally think is something we need, because people are pretty stupid nowadays. And Harry Potter is one of the few things that inspire people to gain a little bit of knowledge by at least reading. And it has brought a lot of people together, even though it has, separated others. But I think that's probably my favorite thing about Harry Potter itself, is a lot of people connect to it, and a lot of people relate with it, and it forms new circles and new friends, and it really is a bit of a common thing nowadays among our generation, I guess, if you want to call it that. Next question is Dawn from Slytherin Town. If Mr. Weasley asked you what the function of a rubber duck was, what would you tell him? If Mr. Weasley asked me what the function of a rubber duck was, I'd break his little heart and tell him it's basically useless. You take a bath with it. That's it. Austin of Slytherin asks, what really is the difference among wizards such as Albus Dumbledore, Ben Kenobi, Gandalf, and Merlin? Consider their archetypal similarities and incongruities. Well, that question only pertains to 3 of those characters. Ben Kenobi is not a wizard. He is technically what I would call a telekinetic and psychokinetic master, I guess. Because in reality, he doesn't use magic, he uses the force. And all you can do with that is move stuff around, and basically, you can kind of control people's minds in a way, if you're, good enough at it. But also they have to be fairly stupid, because the Jedi way is only useful against those who are slow and, just not very smart. So I wouldn't consider him a wizard. Now, Gandalf and Albus Dumbledore and Merlin, they're all wizards in their own right. Now the thing is, Dumbledore is a traditional wizard, I guess, which is much closer to Merlin, but when you get into Merlin's reality, Merlin really wasn't that much of a wizard. He was more of a, I don't know, what would you call him? But once again, Ben Kenobi was not a wizard, by any means. And then Merlin, I guess he's a nice guy, but as he's very useful. I mean, he did do a couple nice things with Lincoln, but Yeah. Then depending what version of Merlin you're talking about, because there's very many different versions of myths and legends. There's only one version of Dumbledore and one version of Gandalf. Merlin has way too many versions for me to really go into it. And Ben Kenobi's not a wizard. Once again, he's not a wizard. Anyway, Hermione Granger, Gryffindor. Did the filmmaker use doubles for some of the scenes in all of the movies? The answer is no, Hermione. It's all real. They didn't even use CGI. In all actuality, yes. Of course they used doubles. They didn't really want to throw Daniel Craig off Hogwarts or any of that.